Ochelli.com.
Warning, 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 warning. This is a Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's going to hit the eardrums. Uncle the Broadcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 200 and something.
Yes, 200 something is right. I think 223.
Oh, that's right. 223. This is 223. So if everybody call on the phone and start ringing, the number is
319-527-5016. You can come onto the show, call into the show, because we're live on Ochelli.com every Friday night. Call in, or you can get a hold of Chuck. He's Charles.Ochelli on Skype. Send him a message on Skype, Charles.Ochelli, and he'll bring you on the show. Or if you...
Right. Message needs to say you want to be brought into the show, and I will call you. So that's the way that works if you want to reach out on Skype. But again, that phone number.
319-527-5016. And you can be on the show. We hope you'll join us. We see folks in the chat. There's the chat at Ochelli.com. There's the chat on Twitch, because we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope. We do this show every Friday night those ways.
We got a caller, I think. Somebody there on a message.
Well, we've got...
Just flew in and flew out.
Looks like Creative Accidents is in the chat room at Twitch. That's good.
Well, he said something.
I'll have to check out the Ochelli.com.
There's another there. There's the same question. What you saying?
Are you looking at the various graphics I'm playing around with here on the live stream?
I am seeing
Uncle?
Something going on in and out. You're playing with this thing here, and I see it in and out.
You mean this thing right here?
No, it was a message on the left-hand side.
I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that too much, Uncle, because I'm not...
That could be the people calling.
Well, when they call Chuck, will let us know. So let's see what the Ochelli.com chat room is doing. I'm bringing that up for the live stream people. But Chuck, or not Chuck, Uncle.
What?
I wanted to mention how that we should mention that if anybody can donate to Ochelli.com, donate to Chuck. Chuck could really use the help right now. So I want to encourage people to do that.
What's his need? What's the needing?
Well, okay, now I'll say Chuck. Chuck, would you want to come on and address that, actually?
I don't. What's the we need to know?
Well, again, I'm kind of uncomfortable with it, but as I said on my and Aaron followed up on his, things are a little bit stretched because of the recent events with Mrs. O and all that.
Oh.
And,
what's happening?
Well, my wife had a heart attack is what happened, Uncle.
Oh.
So that's been costing us a bit more.
Oh.
And I said on my show that, look, if the priority is pay those bills or pay the bills for the network, I could use a little help at the moment and to keep both things going. But if I got to take care of my family, I got to take care of my family, so... But I have a feeling that people will step up and help out, and it'll help get us through this little bit of a tight squeeze. That's all.
I just want to try to get my first customer to ask that same question to help you.
Yeah. So if anybody can send a donation, if anybody's able to donate, send any size donation to Chuck at Ochelli.com. He's got the donate button on there, and it'll go directly to helping him and Kim out. And also, as I mentioned before, the secondary thing that happens is the network keeps going. So if you like the live shows, it's a better time than ever to send a donation to Chuck. So we highly encourage you to do that. If you're able to do that, please do. I will be later. So yeah, just putting that out at the top of the show. So there's that. But yeah, we're here like we always are. I mean, as we're saying, Uncle, we do this show every Friday night live on Ochelli.com. This is a live show every Friday. It's a typical thing.
I know.
But don't get bummed out, Uncle, because, we still got to do the show, and it's the Uncle show. So let's move forward. You got some other stuff going on. We need an update on the T-shirts, don't we?
Yeah, the T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
That's the other thing. That's the other point I wanted to mention. It is rolling. I met the guy that does them.
Nick.
I finally met him. Yeah. And I found out that he makes a nice designs on them things to put on the shirt.
Yeah.
So when yours will go on and have how you have yours set, and like his be the same or his set with the soldier man and the thing that he goes in the thing with, that was his.
You're talking about the Age of Transitions logo.
Yeah. I'm talking about those logos. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. And then they'll have yours, Chuck, to have what your logo is. And they'll put that on.
Yep. Yeah, so we're working on the full line of T-shirts. For those of you that are hoping to get extra large and double XL, I'm actually making a couple double XL or having Nick make them, and we have them available for the tie-dye if you want, with the double XL Uncle the Podcast T-shirts. I know that Wayne in particular has some on back order that I need to send to him. We're waiting on those to be made. So getting more of the larger shirts of the Uncle the Podcast shirts. And then the new shirts added to the assortment are the Age of Transitions, which has the Tank Man graphic that I use for it's a version of the podcast logo essentially. And the Ochelli, the Ochelli Effect t-shirts will be available too. So those are coming up, and lots of good things we could do with them. So they're going to be available soon. So I think it might be coming at a good time too. So we'll see.
All those will be available at theageoftransitions.com, right? Because you have the Uncle shirt on display there now, which has all those great tie-dye color options. And the Ochelli shirts will also be available through the Age of Transitions, not on my site, just through the Age of Transitions. So
But
you got to go to theageoftransitions.com for that. The Age of Transition shirt, let's not forget that, and the Ochelli shirt, which are on the way. But the Uncle shirt is the hit at the moment, and lots of different options, each one different because they're color dyed based on what people want tie dyed color design, right, Aaron?
Yeah, that's the Uncle shirt. You can get custom tie dyed to the colors that you want. The other shirts won't be like that. I might end up doing like a simple dye on them if it just looks good, but it won't be. You won't be able to say like, yeah, I want it yellow and green or whatever.
It's up to you to what you want on your shirts.
With the Uncle shirt, it's up to you.
It's me, and the other two shirts that he's making will be up to you two, or yours and Chuck's, to how do you want it dyed.
Yeah, that's the Uncle the Podcast custom tie-dye t-shirt. You can also get that plain white if you want for less, but it's worth it to get the custom tie-dye, and we still have those available.
And what I'm hoping you're going to do with the Age of Transitions shirt is the blue and gray color. But here's the neat thing. Again, just because all the Uncle shirts are unique doesn't mean that the Age of Transition shirt wouldn't be unique, even if it's the same colors, because you're hand dyeing these.
Correct.
So even if you do the Ochelli shirt and you do the black dye or gray dye like I was talking about, and they'd all be the same color, each one would be unique hand tie-dyed though, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's what I'm wanting to do with the Age of Transitions and the Ochelli Effect shirts, to see if a tie-dye, general tie-dye scheme works for them, and then I'll just replicate that for all of them. But yes, that would be a hand-done process, and in so doing, each one would be unique. So yeah, that's true, Chuck. So that's it's exciting, it's fun. I think that it's just cool, and it's still available. The Uncle the Podcast shirt is still available. We haven't talked too much about it, but if you want to support this show, The Uncle shirt is a great way to do it. And I see we've got action in the chat here. So first of all, Creative Accidents is saying, check this out, Uncle. He says, Uncle, what's happening with your hair? It's almost ready to be spiked up like in a punk hairstyle.
Oh. He said, yeah, I see what he's saying.
You see that?
He wanted me to make it more straighter. But what I have to do is have to dye the hair.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be the problem. How do you dye a hair when it's already stuck pretty good?
Well, I think the lighter portions of your hair are ready to take on like a blue or like a green or some crazy punk rock hair dye, and that's all it'd really take, and we'd be ready to do an MST show immediately.
By the way, talking about that,
yeah,
where is that box? We got this box. You still got that?
Oh, you're talking about the package from
Crazy Accents. We're going to do something to that.
Yes. What I did with that was I cut it up with the utility blade, and I cut out the portions I liked, like the front of it, and I saved the back of it with the Moonraker picture too. And what I want to do is put it in a frame maybe and put it up on the podcast wall at some point. Oh, that's my plan. But I have saved it. It's in a pile along with a lot of other mail that we've gotten over the years. I kind of put that all in a pile recently. I did some spring cleaning recently, and
I was wondering where they disappeared to.
Yeah, we might do something. I mean,
that hairdo that he made is interesting. I know what he's going to. He wants me to have to start that punk rock face to change my colors of this broadcast.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I could see that, but before the rocking music.
It looks like in the chat we're also XX161 is lamenting the Twitch a bit. He's saying, "Man, why do I need a verification code for Twitch? Like I'm signing into my bank or something." Well, our apologies for that. I understand XX161. It's just one of those things. I don't know. It's available on YouTube as well if you prefer that. But I do say the platform of Twitch I like way more than I thought I would. I like just the live streaming video. I mean, it's fun to do this video thing. Do you think, Uncle?
Yeah, because we could see ourselves.
Yeah, that's always a plus, huh? There we are. Yeah. There's a lot of Uncle logos in the graphics too, which is fun. It's cool to see that thing all over the place.
Well, all they had to do is look it up, look my thing up, and you'll see them right there. They're on there.
Apology accepted, Aaron. I appreciate you coming clean on this. You're welcome. XX161, not a problem.
There's XX661.
This is
747.
It's it's a series of numbers and letters.
I'm getting confused with all these numbers.
And if you have your Google account signed in, you could go over to YouTube and watch it, and they wouldn't require a verification code over there, I think. Or you could hang out in the Ochelli chat room, but that doesn't have the video, does it? So video options, you could go over to YouTube if you don't like how Twitch is treating you. Not trying to drive anybody away from Twitch, but I'm saying if you're annoyed by it and you want to just go to something that you're already signed into, most likely if you use YouTube. You could go over to YouTube, right, Aaron?
That's right. And of course, the radio show streaming live every Friday on Ochelli.com as always. And then you get to interact with the Ochelli.com chat there, which I have pulled up now for everybody to see. That's been there from the start, continues to be there, and that's a great way to listen to the show. It's just cool to have all these different things out there.
Hey, Chuck, do you want yours to change a little? Just curious, because we have ours like this. I was wondering if you'd like to have something like
I'm
this.
happy with the design, Aaron. Aaron sent me a couple of different designs about how he wanted to arrange the logo on the shirt and stuff, and I think it'll be great. It'll start out as a white shirt, which people could probably get as a white shirt still. But if they choose to have a tie-dyed, black or gray would work to tie-dye into the white, so you have like a gray and white or black and white shirt with a white splash in the middle and the logo, Not quite as cool as the Uncle shirts, but so.
But you still got the moon on there.
Yeah.
As we see here, that's a design in a little bit. We can make that a little colorful if you wanted to Fonz. I mean, Sidekick.
Are you talking? Oh, you're talking about the globe that's spinning.
Yeah,
on our
we can
graphics.
put it on. We can put it on his if he wants that, and we can make it a little designing.
Yeah, we could.
If you want to do
so
that.
many options. But the main thing is those shirts are coming, so get ready for them. The Uncle shirt available right now still, unless if you need an extra large or double XL, you'll have to wait a little bit. But if you need small, medium, large, they're there right now. Order them now if you want. But we got the Ochelli Effect shirts and the Age of Transitions shirts coming soon. And then we got a special show tonight, again, live, so you can call in, 319-527-5016. But Uncle, I would just ask you, Uncle, what are some of the things that we've done on the show? They're like regular sort of bits on the show that we do.
Daily things.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
The daily life things that we do on the show. To show clips of them.
We play audio clips of just us doing stuff,
doing things, and when I talk, it's like a man talking, and it gets funny after a while. I get a hang of you little guys and little girls talking, and I'm kind of getting in the way of doing things, and I had to be talking to tell them, yeah, don't do this, don't do that, wait a minute, and then everybody else climbs into the show.
Yes, so we play a regular feature of the show here is we play clips from daily life where I got this little recording app on my phone, and when some crazy thing happens, I'm like, oh, let's record this. And
I had a couple of them this past week, and he wasn't ready. I was all right. Here's one for Instagram. Here's one for Instagram. I keep saying, here's one for Instagram, but where's his phone? Wait a minute. Yeah, I thought you were supposed to be on it like this. Sidekick.
I missed a few this week.
I know.
But the good thing is we brought a new clip tonight that we're going to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got another one?
This is a clip. Yeah, this is actually a clip that I was planning on playing for the New Year's Revolution.
Oh.
But it didn't really work out the way I wanted to. So I figured I thought it was good enough that we should replay it tonight. So this is actually a clip of you, Uncle, watching your now famous, infamous sword show.
Oh.
That's what this one is.
The original one I was watching.
Resurrection Air to Grow.
Oh, wow, I would like to see that.
So
so
we're going to listen to that now. So Chuck, go ahead and play that clip from daily life. Go ahead and play it.
Cut him down. Cut him up. Good. Get him down. Cut it down. You're next. Cut it up. Cut. That's what means there. Chuck. They still think he's done. He's not. He had an arm escape.
That's nice.
Got him.
Okay, there it was. So that was just clips of you watching your sword show. That's all that was.
Oh.
So
I can see why your wife says, oh no, now I see why I've been listening to that. I can see what you're saying. Why do you keep talking that way? He said was cutting up on in there.
It's an exciting show, clearly. I never sat down and watched it much, just little bits and pieces, but exciting show. You really got into it. We talked a lot about it on the podcast here. So
there was one guest of mine was listening, but he's not finished. I forget who it was.
Oh, listening to Uncle the podcast?
No. He was listening to that show.
Oh, Resurrection Air to Grow.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was somebody.
okay.
I forget who it was, but somebody said, I was working on listening to some of it.
Yeah.
He has, and I forget, one of my customer was going back and forth. And
if you've watched Resurrection Air to Grow, please call in tonight and tell us what you think of the show. 319-527-5016 or message charles.ochelli on Skype. So call up and let us know what you think of that show. We hope that you enjoyed that clip. It's been we've been playing a few clips, but as you're saying, I'm missing some as they're happening in real life, but I have quite a library of them built up, so we'll keep bringing them to the shows as much as possible on these Friday nights, Uncle. Keep playing them.
Yeah, well, we had, I can't think of the one that me and your wife were saying that we should put on Instagram, on the show, and I'm still trying to think of what it was, which one it is.
Oh, a clip that we already have recorded? Is that what you mean?
No, that we did, that you were working. She said, "Mike, you should put that on."
Oh, yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out which one it was. I have so many that I got in my head that I lose track of what I'm doing. That's the problem I have.
There's so many things that happen on a daily basis that are worthy of turning into these clips that just never get recorded.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do record them, and you get a little taste of it here on the show. And yeah, that's it was kind of the reason for making the show. In part, was just the sorts of things that would happen around the house on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. Begged the question was like, well, what if Uncle had his own podcast? Was what my wife and I would say. Like, what if he was the host of a show?
Well, that's what we are now.
Exactly.
That's
what we're doing. Yes.
This is what we're doing this now.
Yep.
I see the point what you're saying.
Yep.
And because I seem to speak better on my shows than in real life. I don't even mumble. But people just do not understand how I talk on here, and compared to the regular talking, I can't get like this. The way I'm talking.
Oh, we got another important chat room question. Creative accidents again. Uncle.
What do you want now?
Uncle, you going to watch Elon Musk tonight on comedy show SNL?
Comedy show?
Did you hear Saturday Night Live? Did you hear who the host is tonight?
Mm-mm.
It's Elon Musk. Oh. Electric car guy.
Oh, the electric man.
The electric man.
Oh, did he figure out how to do it yet?
He figured out how to become the host of SNL, apparently.
No, how to get the gas and get the electric to him.
He's always working on that. If you asked him, he would say, I'm sure he'd tell you yes. If you ask me, I wouldn't be quite as confident as
you
him,
don't know, because he knows he makes them.
Yeah, well, good point.
That's the point.
Good point, Uncle.
I mean, he knows how he makes He makes them, so he should know how he can operate it.
Oh, Uncle, the other night when my wife and I were coming back from walking the dog at night, we looked up in the sky. My wife started screaming because she thought she saw a line of UFOs flying.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
I said, no, those are satellites. They're weird, yes, because they're all in a line, one after another, spaced evenly, but clearly they're satellites from the way they're flying.
That's for using all those phones, people. You're using your phones. That's what comes up. Mm-hmm. You're going all the phones.
As it turns out, it was some trash that Elon Musk sent up there through SpaceX.
Is that what it was?
I didn't know at the time that it was because of him, but then we went and found, like, yes, SpaceX just launched this lineup of satellites into orbit that day, and so that's what it was. I'm like, okay. We always happen upon those things when they launch that stuff up there.
You know, this might be what he's thinking about how to do it with the electric.
Yeah, it has
that might be something with the electric.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work.
I can't remember what the purpose of these satellites are, but it was put up through SpaceX, which is one of his companies. And I don't know. Before we had seen one of the launches that made that crazy trail in the sky that looked insane. Like when you see a rocket launch, sometimes it makes a real crazy line in the sky, which my wife also thought was a UFO.
She's one of the UFO things. I mean, you go nuts.
She's like,
she could be scary sometimes.
She's like Agent Mulder. She wants to believe.
Yeah. I mean, that's the NFL.
Yeah. So
there's a Martian up there. That one time we were going off the hill. She saw that thing and said, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" And you're sitting there watching the thing go up in the air. I saw that.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah, that was the previous SpaceX launch, which we were on the way to watch a Star Wars movie. I remember.
Yeah, right. The Star Wars movie.
That's what we were doing.
That's what I would.
But Uncle, I have another question for you, which is the same question as before. What are some other regular segments of the show that we do?
Oh, about I do a lot of them with the kids.
Okay.
They start putting like the we had one in the show that we had Mr. Spock and put my old teeth in.
Oh yeah. When we did the Yoda thing,
the yoga thing. I mean, it was fun. I thought that was funny.
What's the store that you wish that I would go to more often than I do? What store should I probably go to more than I do in order to do a special segment of the show?
The 99-cent store.
That's right. I need to get to the dollar store a little more often than I do.
Yeah, the 99-cent store. That matter of fact, we got them here.
Yeah, that's right. I went again.
He went again. He got another batch of
and
beer.
Look what I got this time, everybody. It's a new dollar store beer.
Dollar store beer with a lion on it.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if you guys get this kind of beer, but I have a feeling that this is going to be a high rated.
Yeah, so here, we've got the latest dollar store find, which is Leo Lager Beer from the Singha Corporation Limited, which is out of, I believe, Taiwan. Am I right?
Taiwan. That was
I think
in Taiwan. They have good beers.
Yeah, product of Thailand.
Thailand.
I was thinking of Taiwan beer, which I also enjoy, but this is a product of Thailand. So it's a Thai beer. Thailand. Leo Lager Beer from Singha Court. Okay, this looks interesting. If you look at the actual can, I like the look of the can here. It's got, I mean, Leo, you hear Leo, you think the lion, and this is clearly from the large cat family, not a lion, but looks to be a jaguar, I think.
Yeah, this is a jaguar.
How what that is? Yeah, I
think so, except it's not dark enough.
Well,
it has the darkness like.
Isn't there a black jaguar? And
black one.
Then there's the lighter one that's speckled, which I assume this is.
This one's a speck. Yeah, that's right. This is a speckled, and the one that they have for the football name, actually in Jacksonville, they have.
Oh yeah, the Jaguars.
The Jaguars. That's a darker one.
Is it?
I'm just examining. I'm just examining the Tigers right now.
Yeah.
And this is the lighter one of them.
In the chat room over here, they were asking, when you were saying which store it was, and Uncle was thinking about it. They want to know about the sword store, and then somebody said, "Well, what happened to the sword store? I guess Corona happened." And so I don't know if you guys want to address that.
Well, Pure Blades actually is doing quite well from what I can gather through social media, and actually going to the mall down here, which they have a location at. They're still there, and they've got a bigger store than they did in the mall than before. They took over the larger store that I think a bigger corporation had owned before. A lot of them are leaving the mall.
I'm wondering if we talking about the Swordmen. Now that you mentioned it, we've got to get back there.
They're open.
I have to get back there, talk to the really manager.
We might have to get in.
I want to get in there to talk to him about doing a show there.
Yeah. Still there. Pure Blade's still there, going strong. They were there all through the coronavirus thing. I think they were selling, I assume, well through their online presence. But the mall was shut down for a little bit, but not through the entire even pandemic event, because it was shut down for a little bit, but then it came back open. And every time it was open, I'm pretty sure Pure Blades is still there. Yeah. So they're doing just fine. Pure Blades is good. The dollar store is good. And we're even better because we have our dollar store beer now that we're going to drink. And why don't we get to this, Uncle? Why don't we start this?
Let's drink this before it gets cold.
Let's open up our Leo Lager beer.
Leo Lager beer. Opening the can now.
There we go. All right. So here we go.
Nope.
You okay there? You got everything you need?
The drop glasses.
Oh, no. Just let's can it tonight, Uncle.
Oh. Well, no, I was going to have the little ones.
Let's just drink direct from the can. Let's be crazy. You ready for that? You think we can handle all that?
Yeah.
So
here we go.
Take the head, as they say, right?
Okay. That is a beer. It was my first.
That is a beer.
It's an actual beer.
Better than the last drink test, I'll tell you that much.
So far, yeah.
Which Chuck, unfortunately, we dragged in along with us.
Well, that beer.
Uncle, what are you thinking about this?
Pretty good so far. But
Pretty
can't
good,
have a
right? Yeah.
test yet.
I'm again, it's a lager beer, which is a kind of beer that I enjoy. That's one that I do like. So that's a plus for me personally.
I hope you make it a higher score because this seems like it might go high to me. That's my
My initial reaction is good.
Oh.
I'm pleased by this. It's not just a beer, but it's actually a good beer. It is a good beer.
This is one of the very usual ones. That is very tasty to me.
Yeah,
I mean, because some of them are no one tasty, and I'll go, I'll go with this kind of beer. But this one is tasty. I mean, it got that taste to go a little higher.
This is the kind of quality we've come to expect from a dollar store beer, Uncle, because you'd be surprised they get some good ones in there. Yeah. Some actual beers from all over the world is the thing that I really love. This being from Thailand. I don't remember having one from Thailand yet.
Thailand,
yeah. Again, not Taiwan. Thailand.
Taiwan, we had a couple of them. I've only had some.
We've had Taiwan beers, but I can't remember if it's been from the dollar store. We might have gotten them from our 99 Ranch Market. They have a few from there.
Well, maybe
those
we
are
should
good too.
check that out too, though. Well, why
will.
not check that out for Taiwan? See if they have any. I know you got them from Thailand, but when you get around to it, though, don't rush.
Well, I gotta get back to 99 Ranch and get some more loose leaf teas. Is what I gotta do because I'm getting low on
tea.
That. Yeah, that's where I get my supply of that primarily.
Yeah, see if they got some.
So pretty good, Leo Lager beer. Find it today at the dollar store if you want this. But I don't remember ever seeing this particular beer before.
No, this is strange.
Let us know, everybody, if you've seen this one before.
Yeah.
It's not familiar to me. I like it.
If everybody is drinking tonight, we should come and enjoy having some of this. But for now on, I meant to tell you.
Okay.
When we get the beers, we gotta put it online on the Instagram to let the people know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be new. I meant to tell you. I want to make it new. System for testing beers. I kind
of got this one quick, and then I have this other one that I'm saving that I'm hoping maybe Bumwine Bob can find, and we'll do a show with him about it. If not that, we have something in the works with Bumwine Bob where we're going to be doing a special, our usual kind of like summer show that we'll be doing with him soon on his show. So look forward to that coming up. We're still in the planning phase of that. We're not sure what we're going to drink yet, but that's coming up too.
Oh, you want to tell him the news?
Yeah. Wait. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Actually,
about the house.
No. I'd rather not talk about that.
Not yet.
Honestly,
because I was just wondering.
Let's not. No.
I need something to talk about.
Well,
I was just trying to say, curiosity of the listeners.
I think, Uncle, in due time we'll get to that. We'll get back to that. Right now, it's just one of those things that it's not even worth talking about right now. But we'll cycle back to that. What about rating this beer? Are we allowed to rate this? Have we drank it enough that we're at that level, Uncle?
Yeah, I think so.
I know what I want, or what I'm going to give this as my rating. So if you're good to go, I am.
I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, on a scale, it's the Uncle scale, which is 1 to 10 of beer quality. Of course, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. I am going to give Leo Lager beer a 9. Ooh. It is a good beer. It's good. It's from the dollar store. It's good. I mean, it's a good lager beer.
A 9?
Yes, I'm giving it a 9. It tastes good. It's easy to drink. It's just a good all-around beer. So that's my rating, 9 out of 10 for Leo.
I have a connection here.
Where are you coming in at on this one, Uncle?
The best one.
The best one.
Over the top.
So 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10 on this one.
Okay, there you have it, everybody.
This is delicious.
I think so.
I mean, I don't understand why people give it a 10. I mean, well, that's your point. Your business, but still.
Oh, you're thinking I should have given it a 10, not a 9.
Well, it's a good high. It's a good high one for yourself.
Pretty high. For me, it's pretty high.
For high for you, but when I get good ones like this, I rate it higher.
It deserves it.
It deserves the highness of the high amount. Mm-hmm. But no, if they're crappy, like a few of them were, they'll go down. Mm-hmm. They'll just drop. Oh, sorry. They'll just drop.
It drops quick. It can drop real fast. Like,
I still am thinking about that other one. I should have put it to 0. I'm still thinking
swirl,
about,
you mean?
Yeah, no, that other one before the swirl.
Before the swirl?
It should have been a 0.
Okay, well,
the one we drank, not them.
Yeah, I mean
that one. I made a mistake on that voting thing.
It's okay. I mean, sometimes you come across really terrible ones. Sometimes it's good. This time it was good. We're lucky. Creative Accidents is surprised to see the 9. He says 9 from Sidekick. I think he's surprised, and then 10 out of 10 from you.
What did he get?
Oh, you mean on this beer?
On his beer.
I
know these guys be drinking. I know it's a drinking night. So why? What's their rating?
So there we go. Yeah, maybe you probably don't have Leo beer, but you might well have something out there. If you're drinking a beer, let us know what it is.
What's the rating here?
The chat rooms, the Ochelli.com chat room, the Twitch chat room, any chat room you're in. Tell us what beer you're drinking, and then tell us where it comes in on the Uncle scale 1 to 10.
1 to 10
on your rating.
On the rating.
So
that's what I was.
Let us know, everybody, and we'll read that here on air so everybody knows how good your beers are. Hopefully they're 9 or 10 out of 10 for you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I'm going after the ones that they get. What?
So there we go. And yeah, we'll try to where we can let you know ahead of time what beer we got from the dollar store and be like, hey, if you can find this, you're always welcome to find it and then drink it along with us.
Yeah, if you can find it in the store, no rush, but if you can find it, that'd be the one.
We're gonna try to do that as much as we can. So
try to get the people to
I'll try
call
to
in with us for it's like we had the last 2 before this.
I want to stock up maybe and get a few things and then just let you know, like, here, get these beers.
You know what we ought to do? When you're talking about going to the dollar store, what you should do is what you're doing. Stock them up so enough so we can get up for my revolution and go up to that. So if you we can leave them in the refrigerator, in the outside refrigerator, but when they all know in this family, they all know they're not supposed to touch them until we rate them.
They know the rules.
They know the rules, so we can do that if you wanted to. If you want to do that, I mean that's to stock before we do all these other ratings. I was thinking of doing that. To ask you that.
Yeah, sometimes the dollar store has a ton of stuff and I can stock up. Sometimes it has nothing. Sometimes I'll have one thing. So you never know what you're going to get.
Whatever they have that we haven't tasted, if you can remember.
Oh, it looks like we're getting some interaction here from the chat room. So let's go to that.
What do they got?
Creative Accidents is saying, wow, Leo is same as Singha beer. That's why it's so good. So he's had Singha. I know I've seen the name Singha before.
He had one?
Yeah, he's had it before, and he likes Singha. So Leo is from the same brewery for sure. And then
he probably could find this one.
Yeah,
he could have found this one. I mean,
I'm adding a caller just so you guys know on Skype.
Oh, okay.
Should be there shortly.
Okay, caller, we hear you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Greetings. This is Robin from Victoria.
Bobby boy, you're back on the air. Here's my number 1 caller.
There he greatest.
Second
Right.
one. We have this caller now. Are you guys you have a beer ready? Yeah, Robin boy.
I was inspired by yourself to go look in the fridge,
Ooh.
and I did have a few beers from a couple weekends ago that someone brought, and it happens to be I think I've had it before, Kronenberg 1664.
I never had one of them.
Whoa. And I believe it's from...
Is that like David Cronenberg, the director?
It doesn't have any of his picture on it, if that
doesn't
says anything.
No scanners, like an image from the movie Scanners or something. It'd be real cool on a beer can, I feel like.
Yeah, that would be a hit. Maybe in that like Jones Soda fashion, where it's like black and white or something.
Oh yeah.
No, this is I think maybe from Bavaria. You know, one of those. Maybe Kronenberg is even a place over in Germany or something.
Okay, so it is a German import then.
Probably, yeah. I can't. I have a sleeve on it to keep it cool. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't see the whole labeling, but.
All right.
But yeah, that's the one that I happen to have. So. It's pretty good too. I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good beer you got there. All
10,
right.
9.
And that one I've never seen Leo. I've ever seen Leo out there in the world, in my world. But yeah, that looks like a good one too.
Now you have a dollar store down there, you right?
Yeah, it's a curious thing there, Robin. I was going to ask you, do you have a dollar store in Canada? Because well, a dollar would probably be, 80 cents Canadian or something like that? Yeah, so do you have a dollar store?
We're the other way. We'd be like $1.25 Canadian or something.
Oh, okay.
But no, we actually, it's quite strictly regulated, the alcohol in BC, at least. So you can only buy it from liquor stores and some off sales at bars here and there, I think. And then, you can't get any alcohol at any grocery stores or Walmart, anything like that.
You got a restriction then.
That's why you couldn't get, going from upstate New York to Canada didn't help you much, I think, because I think those regulations are all across, Canada.
They're similar to some degree, but they do vary a little bit. But but at Costco you can buy, I believe you can buy booze still, though. They got some loophole going on there. They seem to.
Costco's got. Shoot, that's where he gets his liquor from.
Yes, quite often.
Often, sidekick here gets his liquor from there.
Good place to get the liquor. What can I say?
I'm sure they got beer that sell there.
Do you buy the Costco brands?
Sometimes, yes, and I have to say, sometimes they're quite good.
I heard someone on another podcast. Don't quote me on this, but they were claiming that all of the Costco brands were actually, they went to very high-end breweries and distilleries to get their products made.
Yeah, and then they just put their label on it. I have heard the same thing. Yes,
they make some type of a deal, and then and then because they sell so much of it, I guess it's still profitable for those distilleries and stuff. But I've never been privileged to have any Costco brand liquor. Or is it Kirkland brand?
Yes, Kirkland brand, whatever. Okay. I know we've got the silver tequila of Kirkland, and I really like that. It's 100% agave.
In fact, you're getting low. Sidekick.
Yeah, I know. We need a new bottle.
You need to go. You need to go put it on the list.
We do.
I mean, we can put it on the list and go to Costco.
Examine those labels. I'm sure you'll find that there is a distillery listed somewhere in the information where it could be in common with, like, say, a Maker's Mark or a Cuervo or whatever, depending on the alcohol, and it'll be the same distillery, the business name, like. There used to be off-brand beers in America. I haven't seen them lately, but there used to be, and they were made by Anheuser-Busch, which is the same people that make, Budweiser and Busch beer and whatever, but sometimes they were just available in a regional place. So, they do this where they do have, a secondary setup where maybe it's not quite as good as their, brand name label stuff, but they do that. And my understanding is the Kirkland stuff is sourced that way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. The tequila's good, so I don't know. I can recommend that.
Is it better than the Hornitos, would you say?
No, it's not better than that. The
Hornito.
Hornitos and certainly the Patron is better, but it's still good. It's still quite good. Better than like some other things like Jose Cuervo. It beats that for sure. So.
Probably really good with one of their hot dogs. I just shot it.
yeah,
shot
the
a
hot
Kirkland.
dogs. Absolutely.
A hot dog.
And let's see here. I saw that. I saw in the chat room we had. I want to pull it up here. Creative Accents was saying he's drinking Cobra Kai beer, and it's a strong 8 because no mercy.
Strong 8.
And by that, I'm wondering, Creative Accents, answer this if you could. By Cobra Kai beer, do you mean Coors Original? I assume that's what you're talking about. The banquet beer.
Yeah, the little banquet, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Phase Shifter in my chat room is saying that Trader Joe has a good silver tequila too, by the way. Now, I don't know because I can't ever afford to shop at Trader Joe's, but yeah, anyway. There you go.
Yeah, they don't have that up in Canada either, Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Trader Joe's is good. Yeah, they have good stuff too. I'm a fan of Trader Joe's. I like it. I don't go over there too often, but it's one of those places.
Can you bring things in to barter? Like, I'll trade you this chair, old set of chairs and a dining room table for that bottle of Trader Joe's liquor.
I'm gonna try that next time I go there. That's what I'm gonna do.
Get outraged. It says a trading post. And all you do is take money.
All he's doing is taking his stuff that he needs because he's getting low on his liquor. He's got his stack up.
You might be able to get Sydney Powell or Lynn Wood to prosecute.
I've seen he was dropping some shot glass shots, and they go quickly.
Oh, the shot
after
glasses.
When you pop them down every once in a while.
Every once in a while, yeah.
I just have once in a while.
Glass.
I mean,
shot glass work is dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you keep it to one or two, you're just
evening,
fine.
I see him over there. Whoa, he's having another drop glass. As comes the drop glass out. I know what it's about. Gonna have one of those little drinks. So, oh boy, we could use those on my show. Put a little bit on and drop them down.
Well, tonight, Uncle, it's all about the entire can. I'm glad that it is because this Leo it passed the test. It's one of the good dollar store beers that we've got, and I really do like this one, and I can recommend it. It's a good beer. If you find it, get it.
Is it actually $1?
I believe so, yes. I think this was $1 or perhaps even like 89 cents or something like that for one of these tall cans. It's coming in a tall can.
Wow. That's a 15 cents. That's a 15 cents one. We're holding
alcohol is,
we're holding a 30%.
Ingredients possibly as well.
Wait a minute, what was that? I missed that last part. What was the question?
I was just asking what alcohol percentage and what some of the ingredients might be.
Oh, yeah, let's read that. I was looking for that earlier. I think they have it all on the side of can here. Let's see here.
It's from Thailand.
It's from Thailand.
Not that they would add anything weird, but maybe they.
I don't see
have something
it.
special over there.
I'm having trouble finding it on the label.
Uh-oh. Going back in the...
Because usually it says clearly like 5%. Oh, 5% alcohol. So it's 5% alcohol by volume. I found that. I don't know if we've got ingredients listed. I'm not seeing that.
Tastes like your standard hops and barley and such, though.
Yeah. Regular old lager beer. I can tell it's real. It's a real actual brewed beer, not one of these like... Because sometimes the beers are these weird like syrups they make them from, right? So...
Yeah, I've made... I used to work at a U-Brew store.
Oh.
Back in my hometown when I was just out of high school. And that's how we'd make them out of these these weird cans of syrup, and then add also high fructose corn syrup would be the sugar. That's how we would get the sugar.
God. Yeah,
but surprisingly, those beers I wouldn't get much of a hangover from drinking lots of those beers.
No, these are only New Year's Revolution. That's when we get the hangovers. Yeah. We don't use them until then.
Save us for the hangover.
Well, yes, we do. Well, Revolutions. That's the time when we get overload.
It's confirmed, everybody. Creative Accents beer is a banquet Coors beer, so that's good
Coors
to know.
Beer?
Yeah, Coors, original.
Original Coors?
Yeah, I like that one, too. I think that's pretty good.
Well,
it's pretty
I
good.
could put that as a 10, because I've had that before.
Okay.
But
about 10,
I mean...
it's okay.
Whoa, you mean you go to 9 again?
Sidekick
doesn't go to that over the marker. Over the top, man, over the top.
Yeah, you've never given a 10, have you, Aaron?
I have.
Oh, you have? Okay.
I do, and when it deserves, every now and then we come across a real good one.
Do you have a list of 10s?
The what was it? The Belgian beer we did recently was 10.
That was 110 that I was shocked. We both said 10 on them.
I found more of them. It was back at the dollar store the other day, so I bought more of them. I'm like, oh, we'll have these in the fridge. Yeah, there's more of them out there.
Oh, we got more. Oh, we know where we're going to rate it then. I about know what we're going to rate it. Those beers that we've tasted, I have at times, we know what we want to rate them. Because people know from us when we have when we double our beers selection, we know what we're going to rate them. We have it in our heads before we even taste it.
Yeah,
more or less.
Yeah, but I can't believe this.
Go
ahead, Robin. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, if you ever come across, and I wonder if you've ever had it before, kokanee beer.
Kokanee.
Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I don't know what that is.
Kokanee. Well, it's brewed. It was brewed only in my hometown, Creston, BC, at one point. But now it was bought out by Labatt's or something. So they brew it in various places around the world now. But if you ever come across that one, I'd be interested to hear your rating on that one.
Yeah, I don't remember getting a Canadian beer from the dollar store yet, so that'll be exciting.
That would be something new.
Ask the cashier next time if they got any Canadian, especially West Coast Canadian.
I told
probably not, but you never know.
I told Sidekick here to stock up, so I'm supposed he would check that out.
I want one of those.
Did you give him a quick 10?
I want one of those Yukon Territory beers. Is what I want.
Gotta taste them first before I rate them. That's my. I
don't know if anybody believes this, but we're pretty much at the end of the show here.
Believe what? What show?
I'm just going to throw in one more question. Yeah, we are at the end of the Uncle Hour.
Already?
Hard to
believe it or not. You know what I used to enjoy out of Canada, and you're probably going to laugh at me, Robin, is Molson Ice.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, the ice.
I can't remember if I've had that before, but I'm sure it's half decent.
Well, I thought it was a Canadian beer because I thought Molson was a Canadian beer,
Molson Canadian. Molson. I think there's a couple companies like there's Molson Canadian, and then Molson might be its own company as well. I don't know. I don't know why that's such a popular name, but
whichever one it was that made the ice version of the beer, I enjoyed that one. I really did.
It was a good crisp flavor.
It was good. It always tasted fresh, Mm-hmm. You know how like you get beer and it gets skunked if it's been in a bottle for a while.
Yeah.
But Molson Ice always tasted fresh to me, and I don't know, it was pretty. It wasn't a light beer, but it was light on the stomach and everything, and I really enjoyed drinking that. It was one of the few green glass beers I really enjoyed.
Oh, interesting. Well, I'll see if next time in the store, I'll see if that one's still sticking around.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see ice beers anymore. I used to like Bud Ice too.
That was just like some. What was the gimmick with that? What were they adding with the?
It was like ice.
What made it ice?
Ice
brew. Okay.
I feel like
when you cold brew coffee, it's a different process.
Weren't they usually higher alcohol content too?
I think the Molsons were.
Canada, I think all Canadian beers are 5% and up generally. There's maybe like you can get Coronas and stuff.
You're gonna have to stop.
Here. But yeah, almost every Canadian. It's almost like it's the law to have like 5% or more or something.
We're gonna have to start deciding on what we're gonna be drinking New Year's Revolution.
We'll come up
I'm
with
getting to that point now, since we've been drinking a lot of this stuff.
We'll figure it out. But for now, we had Leo beer. Robin had his. What was it again, Robin?
Kronenberg 1664. I don't know.
Okay.
What the 1664 is very large in print, so it's almost like that's what you'd call it. But
that's important. Okay.
Yeah, they're proud of this. It's probably their founding date, you'd imagine.
Yeah, that's what I feel like it would be. So yeah, good night here on Uncle the Broadcast. We're winding down. Robin, thanks for calling as always. Great to talk to you.
Nice to hear from you.
Call in. I didn't have very much battery on my phone, so I was waiting till the end here to get in a bit here, and then I was inspired to have a bit of beer as well. So
we're glad you
all
called.
Everybody that has have come in. So we're having a test of beers. All welcome to have their test rated. So
welcome.
I'm letting you know, whoever wants to join in, like Robin here did, to everybody else. I'm just letting you all know that you're all welcome to call.
Please do call in with your beers and review along with us.
Yeah.
Whether it's the same one we have or not. Ideally, the same one we have, but it doesn't have to be. Call in.
Call whatever you have in your fridge. Whatever you have in the fridge, you can rate it. If you didn't taste it, but if you didn't taste it, my rule is if you didn't taste it, gotta make sure you didn't.
My call.
You gotta make sure.
Chat again. Good to be a part of the beer review again. And I'll leave on a couple of shout outs. Shout out Mrs. O. Hope she's doing well with the heart condition there, and yeah, Chuck as well. And to anyone who can donate, please do. I'm going to do so in the next few days myself. And yeah, have a good night, you guys, and talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks, Robin. Take care now.
Getting at the end of the show.
Yeah,
I keep on talking.
This is the end of the show, yes. And Robin, good reminder for everybody, if you can help Chuck out, send a donation at Ochelli.com, and it will keep him going. It'll keep the network going, and now's a great time to send a donation. So Ochelli.com, please do so. And as Robin said, he'll be doing it. I'll be doing it. So hopefully you can too. So thank you, everybody, for your help there. This is Uncle the Podcast. We're live on Ochelli.com every Friday night, Uncle.
Yeah. Say the same to me, but I put some donation on my podcast to give some to them.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's my main man. I have to watch him. I got to put her on the list.
Yes, prayer list.
Prayer list, got to put her on the list. Now that you said that, Chuck.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Do that. Tell them. Let me get talking to these guys. But everybody else, you know who you are. And that's the night.
That's it.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
273 is gone.
All right, we're clear. I just missed